How can a man who wants to be masculine, wants to be strong, how can he create more order out of the chaos, or prepare better for the society we're in today or the tomorrows? How can he do it? What's the daily practice, daily ritual, or uh, what can he do?
Well, I think first he needs to not be a victim and he needs to take full responsibility for his reality. That even the most difficult things that have happened to his life, that he's some way has a capacity to respond, and in some way, whether it's subconsciously created that reality, perhaps by his not knowing something about himself or the way life works. So once he takes full reality, a full responsibility for his reality, then he can commit to changing that reality. When a man commits to creating, and usually this is out of discomfort and pain, and he instead, especially if he gets a mentor, like this is essentially the hero's journey, is when a man is ready to grow in his consciousness, is ready to grow in self-realization, he typically embarks on a quest, a rite of passage. And this can be conscious or can be unconscious and involuntary, or could be voluntary where he chooses to embark on this passage, or more common, he starts the rite of passage after an involuntary catalyst that sends him on that trajectory. So for me, that was my mother's passing. And with that started a catalyst for me to get into men's work. Now, I had never really understood, or I've read plenty of books on self-development, but I didn't realize there was something beyond. In a minute, I'm just going to. I didn't realize there was something beyond the physical reality until I started to meditate. I started to experience, like being exposed to people who had certain abilities, energetic abilities, metaphysical abilities, shamanic traditions, plant medicines. And I began to see something beyond the physical. And I understand, I lent into what is sometimes referred as the mystery, which is the parts of ourselves that we're unaware of, that we sometimes hide, repress, and deny. And so the way home, the way towards this path of order in chaos and self-realization to have a greater sense of strength in self and your identity is ultimately to go on a rite of passage. Now, I created a modern day rite of passage. It's something that I share in my Sovereign Brotherhood community that I have online in school. But essentially, it comes down to developing your physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental frame through discipline and disciplined self-care. We start to take care of your personal needs as a high priority. You live in accordance with your values, and you choose a path that will ensure your highest expression, a trajectory where you can build yourself into a man that experiences life in a way that is intentional and that serves his higher purpose and also is in service to the higher good of those people around him. So he essentially commits to becoming a better man. He starts essentially, then he holds himself to that path with discipline. He often finds a mentor or a man that's already a bit further down the path, and he is supported through the trials, the lessons, and he's able to be guided to back towards himself through a series of initiations. And that's ultimately what I think needs to be restored is men's work. It's another reason why I do what I do, because it's played such a significant role in my life when I was confused and lost. Um, it it helped me relieve a lot of trauma and stress and give me a greater clarity um, in my my reason for being on this planet and where I was heading.